3 children and their mother were killed, and their father and other family members were badly injured when a fire shot up the stairways of a 3-story home in Brooklyn early Monday, trapping part of the family inside as others fled through a side door or jumped out of a window. After the flames were put out, the mother, 40, was found dead on the second floor of the single-family home, the authorities said. Nearby were her 3-year-old daughter, 7-year-old son and 11-year-old son. 5 others in the home were injured. The father was in critical condition, the authorities said, as were 2 children. 5 firefighters were also injured, though none seriously, said Daniel A. Nigro, the New York City Fire Commissioner. Around 2 a.m., flames broke out in the front of the first floor, raced up the stairs to the second floor and climbed another set of stairs to the attic, where there were 2 more bedrooms, Mr. Nigro said. Most of the survivors fled out a side door. A teenager escaped by jumping out of a window, and broke his pelvis as he did, Mr. Nigro said. But the mother and 3 of the children could not get out. They'd have to go down into the fire, Mr. Nigro said they weren't able to do that. At the site of flames at 1946 East 14th Street, neighbors across the street dialed 911. Firefighters were in front of the home in 2 minutes and 40 seconds, Mr. Nigro said. Coming right out the windows, oh my God, a neighbor, who gave his name only as Albert, said. Tragedy videos from the scene showed a 10-foot-tall flame dancing out of a second-floor window. Firefighters found the home engulfed in flames. What they were confronted with is fire meeting them at the front door, Mr. Nigro said, so the units, knowing there were people in the home, pushed in very aggressively. Fire marshals are still investigating the cause of the fire. Mr. Nigro said the fire was not suspicious, but accidental. 9 people were in the home, a mother and father, their 6 children and a cousin. Around 100 firefighters battled the flames and tended to the injured. The fire was put out in about an hour, the authorities said. Those in critical condition were taken to Staten Island University Hospital, the authorities said. The police said 2 people were taken to Maimonides Hospital with minor injuries. Morris Levy, 63, a neighbor and friend of the father since they were young, said the family had only moved into the house from their old home on Ocean Parkway around 6 months ago. The father, whose name Mr. Levy declined to share, owned a suit business on Coney Island Avenue. The mother was the daughter of a rabbi, he said. A very nice lady, he said. Such a beautiful family. Mr. Levy arrived at the burning house around 2:20 a.m. and saw battalions of firefighters doing their best. The fire was going very, very fast, he said. Later Monday morning, dozens of firefighters stood in the dark in front of the beige family home, its windows smashed out and charred. Community members threw arms around grieving people and walked them away. A woman who has lived in the neighborhood for 15 years and gave her name only as Nellie said her daughter, who lives next door, called her at 2:30 a.m.